all of that internal information we don't want broadcast out to the free world. Anyone can log in or sign on to YouTube Live. And basically, we don't want that information getting out.
Look, remember, all of our meetings are out there. They stay out there. That's fine. I'm not worried about that. All of our meetings stay out there in perpetuity. They can be viewed. You can go back. You can look at meetings that happened years ago. Many times our meetings are in part viewed thousands and thousands of times well after the original date of the broadcast. So that's the reason that we do certain parts of the meeting prior to going on YouTube Live. We always have more than a decent quorum here in the House that more than satisfies our obligations under the bylaws and the International's Constitution. So, thanks.
Thank you, President Newell. Okay, so let's get rolling. I see we're up and running. I just want to welcome everyone joining us on YouTube Live. Thank you for being in attendance. We have a packed room here also, so it's glad to see all the folks that are here and that will be in. We may be having some technical difficulties tonight with our YouTube Live broadcast, so if and when our media guys tell us to pause, we may pause until we reboot, and then we'll keep going. So that's just also for the folks in the room. We won't be. It'll look crazy. We're just not crazy.
Could be
okay?
a delay though. When he reboots, there's going to be no sound, and then we'll come back up.
Right. So just bear with us. There could be a delay in getting back up. There's no need to jump into comments and tell us that you don't see us. We'll understand that. But hopefully, if it happens, it'll be real quick and back. But just bear with us tonight.
There should definitely be a poll. How many can't hear yous? Get posted in the comments the moment we lose connection. I'd say the under/over is 25.
I was going to say 32.
That's my presumption.
All right. Tariq, make sure you make a note of that. Please, the folks that are joining us on YouTube Live, please comment in the comment box your name and store that you're with. That's for us to record attendance, and also your name in the comment box is also your entrance into our raffle tonight. So typically we have a larger raffle at December, the holiday meeting, which we're at tonight. And we'll do that. We'll also have a question and answer period right before that. So, hopefully we'll answer all the questions you may have during the course of the meeting. But if not, please type your questions into the comment box as well. We have dedicated staff that are monitoring the communications so that they'll be handwriting some questions. Whatever questions come up, they'll also be taking attendance from folks. So thank you. Tonight we have several speakers that are joining us. The first one that we have, I saw him before, and now I don't see him in the room, but I'll call on him. Our Assistant Field Director, Jay Scorzelli. There he is. Jay's gonna be running the meeting from now on tonight, but just kidding, Jay. Jay's got an important message, so want you to hear from him directly. I don't think that's on. It's unplugged, actually.
Oh, well, then I'll just yell. My name's Jay Scorzelli.
Hi, Jay.
Hi, Jay. Hold on. You got him?
I'm letting everybody know that after 32 years of fighting for you, of working alongside you, and ensuring you get the most out of each one of your companies you work for, it's with mixed emotions that I announce my retirement.
Oh.
It has been a genuine pleasure to serve each and every one of you. Together we've accomplished so much, and I have every confidence that with the leadership of this union, you will continue to do so. We are fortunate to have strong visionary leadership guiding our union. The leadership is committed to our collective well-being, bringing experience, dedication, and a clear vision for a better future. As we move forward, it is essential that we continue to support and follow this leadership as it navigates the challenges ahead and seizes opportunities. I encourage every one of you to get more involved in union activities, to work together and to drive one another towards greater unity and better contracts. The strength of our union lies in our collective effort. And with the great leadership we have in place, I'm confident that you will continue to achieve even greater success and stronger contracts. Thank you for this incredible journey.
I just want to say I don't give up my chair for anyone, and you didn't use it. If I might just take 2 seconds, I had an opportunity to say quite a few more words than I'll say here at our executive board meeting a little bit earlier today. Jay and I have worked together for virtually his whole career. He got through the door here a couple of, probably I think about 18 months before I did. And he was one of the first people that I worked with when I started to work with our union as a volunteer organizing committee member back in 1994. You know, it's a really difficult thing to get a job at a union at such a young age and work as many years and in as many departments and all the tasks that somebody like Jay went through throughout his career. And I think some people might look at him, you know, if you imagine he doesn't have that dead squirrel on his chin, and you might say, you know, Jay's a little young to retire, and then you look at his lack of hair, and that's why you know he's got hair envy, so he's growing that dead squirrel. But Jay has done just about everything there is in this organization to assist our members, whether it be organizing new members, representing our members in stores that we currently have, or quite frankly trying to bargain contracts when we're at an expiration or a difficult bargaining situation. It's been a really crazy career with Jay. And when I think about the fact that my entire career has worked side by side with him, it's not, you know, so many people that came after me have left, and it's a little different when somebody that was here the day you walked in walks out the door after 30 years. To put it mildly, you will be missed. Again, not for your choice of hats, but you will definitely be missed for, what's that?
Is fedora.
Yeah. I don't think they're fedoras either. They forget about it. You know, you were there anytime we needed you. You showed up hard and fast for our members with extreme regularity. There was never a task that you wouldn't take on or a challenge that you wouldn't accept. I think our union and its members are better from the 30 years plus that you put in here, and I know for a fact that no matter what, the staff that you leave behind, having put your fingerprints on as a director, will continue on in the manner in which you taught them. So congratulations to you and Jen. God bless Matthew for having to spend more time with you. That's Jay's son. They play pickleball. But I just want to say, Jay, congratulations. Long live, happiness, and health. That was
Thanks, Jay. We'll save all of the roasting for a non-public event.
That was his roast right now.
By the way, just so there's no misunderstanding, a lot of the little jokes there are to help Jay and I not get to the point we were at during the executive board meeting. It's like having a family member leave. So those things are not to poke fun at Jay. It's actually just to help both of us get through the process in a public forum. So I appreciate you.
Yeah, Jay, like, stay away from roll-up doors, okay? I'm just...
Move a little faster.
Oh, God, Starsky.
Okay, all right,
Oh,
okay,
no.
okay, back, we're back. So, our next speaker is from Wells Fargo Home Mortgage, and they are going to discuss mortgages through the Union Plus program. So, John Halloran, please come up and address our membership. Very important message in this day and age.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. President. I'm going to speak a lot,
Yep. You wanna
want
wanna
me to
sit
sit here?
there? If you sit there, then we'll see you.
Is that okay with Bob?
Yeah, he got it. Yes, for sure it is.
I'm gonna talk about a lot of benefits, not just the mortgage benefit, okay? So,
Now you're close enough to the mic for them to hear you on you.
there we go. So my name is John Halloran. I am a retired union worker, so I've been in many rooms like this, active and in my role now. I work for Wells Fargo. I run the mortgage program nationally. I'm a mortgage specialist in the back. I don't write mortgages, thank God. I lost all my hair when I used to write mortgages. But what I'm going to talk about is all the different benefits Union Plus offers. Does anybody know what Union Plus is? Anybody? Yes? What is it?
You get credit cards, you have financial, it's a financial thing.
Okay, it's what we call a benefit aggregated company. So like AARP, for old people like me, has all different types of benefits. Union Plus does that for union members. And Union Plus is owned by the AFL-CIO. So the president of of Union Plus reports to Liz Schuler, the president of the AFL-CIO. They have an executive board. It's made up of international representation. About 15 different internationals have board members that help negotiate these benefits, help run the programs. So I'm going to kind of go through them pretty quickly. If you have any questions, we're going to be in the back. And when you have mortgage questions, you're going to see that tall guy back there that's wearing the same shirt Bob is wearing, or pretty much, a black short sleeve shirt. Tough men, no jackets, right? So first off, Union Plus has a credit card. Everybody knows about the credit card. There's a UFCW credit card. It's got your logo on it. It's from Capital One. There's like 3 different types of credit cards. If you're building credit, if you carry a balance, if you don't carry a balance. So you can kind of customize it for you. They have a credit counseling program, so if you have a need for credit counseling, and I should say that a lot of these benefits are good for your family members also. So it's not just you, it's your spouse, domestic partner, your children. Sometimes your parents can use it. There's certain benefits that your siblings can use too. They have a legal program where you can actually sign up for, like a year. It covers a lot of things. If you're going through a divorce, it's not going to cover a divorce unless it's a very simple process. But it'll cover like real estate transactions, simple wills, stuff like that. Or you can just kind of piecemeal your legal advice. They have a personal loan with another bank. I don't even know who that's with right now because I think it just recently changed. They have student loan navigation. So if you're in debt with student loans, they can help you negotiate that, get maybe better rates through other lenders. There's an auto buying service. So if you're buying a car or leasing a car, you can actually go on the Union Plus website. You can pick the make and model you want. They'll locate the nearest dealer that has the closest car that you want with the different features that you want. And you can actually go into a dealership and know what you're going to pay before you get in there, which is kind of really nice. Because if anybody's bought a new car, you go in there thinking you're going to pay something, you pay something totally different. So that's a great program. There's car rental programs, there's truck rental programs, there's real estate rewards. So if you're selling a house, you can use one of the real estate providers that Union Plus has. You can get a break on commission. There's a Save My Home hotline. So if you're in a mortgage right now and you're having a hard time, you can call them and they can negotiate with the bank. The worst thing you can do is like be an ostrich and put your head in the sand and forget about it. You got to be upfront with any kind of financial institution, whether it's credit card debt or mortgage debt or anything. You know, there's help out there, but you gotta seek it, and this benefit can help you save your home. Everyday discounts on shopping, U.S. made products, candy, all kinds of stuff. There's flowers and gifts. There's a wireless discount with AT&T. AT&T is the only 100% unionized cellular provider. You know, Verizon's mostly union, but their cellular, a lot of their cellular folks are not union, but AT&T is. Auto, home, and insurance. Discounts through, I believe it's Farmers right now. Pet insurance. Anybody got a dog or a cat in the audience? You know what it costs to go to a vet? You got a dog, you got a bulldog, you're gonna pay a lot of money. You can get pet insurance through Union Plus. Dental discounts plans, hearing discounts. This is on top of what you get from your local. Prescription discount cards. So if something's not covered, you can get a discount with the discount card. Vision and insurance discounts as well. College program. I got a son right now that's in the college program with SUNY Empire. He's getting a 4-year degree. He's paying about 60% of the normal tuition that you would pay. It's all online. There's about 3 or 4 different educational institutions that offer many different kinds of programs. So if you have a child or you want to take courses, they have labor studies. If anybody wants to sit up here someday, you can look into that. But like I said, my son is going for computer science. He's loving it. He's getting a huge discount. There's scholarships. Right now is scholarship season. I think you have to apply by January. If you have children that are in high school, starting college, there's all kinds of money available. My son played ice hockey on Long Island growing up. I made him apply for the ice hockey scholarship. He didn't want to do it. He had to fill out an essay, did something on a coach that passed away. He got $1,000. Point is, there's a lot of money out there. If you got a kid going to college, you got to dig. You got to find these scholarships. Union Plus has a bunch of them for you. I mentioned the car rental discounts, union hotel discounts, vacation tours, Disney Vacation. Disney's the biggest union employer in the state of Florida. You can get discounted tickets through Union Plus for Disney. Leaves me with the last program. It's the mortgage program. Close to my heart. That's how I get paid, right? It's for active and retired members, their spouse, their domestic partners, your children, your stepchildren. There's discounts involved. Most important component of the mortgage program is the mortgage assistance protection. In the event of a strike, lockout, do we go on strike here? No.
We try not to.
Try not to, but can you?
Yes.
All right, so 2 years ago, Screen Actors Guild, Writers Guild, Teamsters, they're out on strike. One for 5 months, one for 4 months. If they had this mortgage program, their mortgage was paid for by the AFL-CIO Mutual Benefit Fund, up to $15,000, 6 months of mortgage payments. Disability and layoff protection as well. If you become disabled and you're out and you have a financial hardship, the AFL-CIO will help you pay that mortgage. Any veterans in the room? Raise your hand, please. No veterans? Okay, well, there's a veterans discount also that's associated with the mortgage program. It's good for primary residence, secondary homes, investment property, 1 to 4 family homes, co-ops, condos. You got a child buying a house, like my child bought a house 4 or 5 years ago. He used my benefit. Got the mortgage program through me. He got a discount. Him and his wife have protection in the event of disability and layoff. He's in a union, but he's in a non-qualifying union. It's not an AFL-CIO union. So he had to go through me to get the benefit, but he got the benefit because I'm his father. If there's any questions, I don't want to take up any more time. We'll be in the back of the room. If you want literature, we got program brochures. We have stuff on all the different benefits from UP. And Craig, wave Craig. Turn around and say hello to Craig, everybody. Hi, Craig. He's your mortgage expert. Thank you so much, everybody. Enjoy the holiday season. Please be safe. And I really appreciate the invite.
Thanks,
you, sir.
John. Thank you. A lot of important benefits there, some things that you may not even know you need until you need them. So at the end of the meeting, feel free to line up back there and get as much information as you can. You see, if you saw their table beforehand, they've got quite a bit of information there. So thanks again, guys. Our next speaker is coming to you from our sibling union, UFCW 888. All right, and Flo Maria Toulson. I think you're the communications liaison, right? Liaison for 888. Thanks. So, but tonight you're coming to us with a message of the UFCW Women's Network constituency group. So please welcome Flo.
The chair has gotten warm.
Yeah. John heated it up for you.
Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Flo Maria Toulson. I serve as the co-chair of diversity for the Women's Network. And I want to thank the 1500 leadership for giving me the time to address you guys this evening. The Women's Network is one of the oldest constituency groups of the United Food and Commercial Workers. It was created at a time. Can you hear me?
You good.
Are they in the chats yet? No.
It's one. No.
It was created at a time where there was no centralized space for women to learn, grow, and develop their leadership skills. Our foundation was built on creating a strong network where women can stay connected, they can contribute to the union leadership, and help strengthen and grow the labor movement. With the ultimate goal of having women like Allie, right, that can confidently step into the leadership roles within their unions. In Region 1, which is, I started off as the lead coordinator for Region 1. For the past several years, I've been in the role for like about 2 years. In the past several years, we've hosted various educational workshops for the members and for the staff on issues that directly impact our female members and their families. We've had workshops on domestic violence, substance abuse, mental health, self-defense, all things that are very important to our members and that can very much affect all of our members that we see on a day-to-day basis and we might not even really know. We try to typically do 2 workshops a year in our fundraising gala. Our fundraising gala supports our Region 1 Child Care Grant. So if you don't take anything from my spiel tonight, please remember the Child Care Grant. Because us as mothers, we know the big financial burden that child care places on working families. And that's why each year we're proud to award those child care grants to qualifying members. This year we were actually very honored to award over $10,000 in child care grants to 14 deserving union members. And one of them is a 1,500 member. So I'm very proud to say that. And each year we try to reach out to more members. So again, if all you remember and you hear is child care grant, please remember that that is available to you and your coworkers. And it doesn't matter if it's a women's network, men also have kids. they're the other half of the equation. So you also can apply to the child care grant. And it's important to have that and to spread the word, right? Because sometimes there are benefits that our members don't know that they have, and that's a big financial benefit that our members have that is brought to you by the Women's Network.
Flo, when does that process typically start, the application process?
So we open up our applications on February 1st of each year, and we collect the applications until about the end of September, and then it's reviewed through our leadership around November. So I think that we just awarded them out like about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So
Well, from an immediate response time, this is the meeting closest to the point when the process opens. So anyone that's interested in finding out more about it, please contact the union representative and they'll make sure that they get that information and that request over to Flo and the Women's Network.
Yes.
And they'll be glad to try to help.
yeah, and I do have
It
pamphlets
would be
also.
better to bombard them with 1,000 applications than to not have enough applicants to fill the number of scholarships that they want to give out. I assure you, they would prefer that process.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, thank you.
Thank you, Flo. So, yeah, that's a very important message, as you heard, and the deadlines come and go real quickly. So, if you need childcare, and who doesn't at times, it's very important that you reach out, sign up, and get involved. So, moving from Women's Network to constituency group to UFCW Outreach's constituency group, I'd like to hear a couple of words from our Director of Operations and Vice President, Paul Santarpia, who is the Region 1 Coordinator of UFCW Outreach.
Thanks, Joe. Just recently, the beginning of October, UFCW Outreach had its first ever conference in Philadelphia that I had the privilege to attend as an ally on the Outreach Executive Board. I'm also thankful for the local, because we had a nice, large showing attend that conference as well, including two of our officers, Ali Wadi and Joe Wadi. I found the conference to be very educational. We had numerous workshops and wonderful, I thought, speakers at this conference. And I think it went well, and I look forward to the future in in these conferences. We're probably, like the other constituency groups, we'll probably be doing probably a conference every 5 years.
If I can't hear you, I know they can.
Yeah, it's all right. I thought it went very well, and I look forward to the future with those, and my participation on the board with Outreach. At the end of October, I was invited as the coordinator for Outreach to local 888, where Flomira is from. They had their Shop Stewart Conference, and they had a wonderful conference. They had a large showing of stewards. I thought the event went well. Every constituency group had a presence there. I don't know if you can see, well, in the corner of them, you can see one, United Latinos. There's the UFCW Minority Coalition. You heard Flomira talk about the Women's Network, and I'm on Outreach, and I believe there's a future one coming as well. But it's an honor and a privilege that I get the opportunity to represent Local 1500. Thank you.
Paul likes to whisper sweet nothings in my ear, so that's why I leave, and he still doesn't speak up.
Is that why you stayed in the back?
Always. He gets sloppy. It's terrible.
I like it.
Okay, so thank you, Paul. Very important message. And if we've got any members out there, either here in the room or watching on YouTube Live, and you're interested in joining one of our UFCW constituency groups, please reach out. Reach out to your rep. A rep will direct you in the right direction. And we're looking to grow our constituency groups as big as possible. So thanks again, Paul. Moving on, I think I will be the next person up. I'm going to give you a brief bargaining report. I've come to say that bargaining never ends. It's just an ongoing process. We're in the different stages of bargaining contracts constantly, okay? So in no particular order, we've recently, since our last meeting, we've recently settled and ratified the Fairway retail contract. Those are the Fairway stores in Manhattan. And that was a tough go, right? We have a couple of committee members here. Thank you for your involvement. It was very important. We still have the PDC / the GGCK, which is Fairway's production center in the Bronx. So we still have to negotiate that contract, or finish negotiating that contract. We started them together. We finished retail first, and now we are on to the PDC. So we'll update you next time there. Moving on, last week we settled the Gourmet Glot contract. There's 3 stores in. Oh. Fairway didn't get it back. The mic needs to come this way. All right. Well, we self-serve here nowadays. Oh,
Don't hurt yourself, Tariq.
yeah.
Not getting a cake.
Thank you. Hopefully you can hear me a little bit better now.
Or maybe sorry that you can hear him a little bit better now.
Yeah. Gourmet Glot, 3 stores, 3 different contracts in the 5 towns area of Nassau County. As you may know, around 2021, 2022, we engaged with a new, I guess, arm of Local 1500, the kosher division. These are kosher supermarkets that we represent, Gourmet Glot, among others. So we just settled our contract there. It's actually our second contract with this company since their inception with Local 1500 back 3 years ago. We're ratifying that contract on Tuesday of next week, so wish us luck there. We are in the process of also negotiating another gourmet. That was Gourmet Glot. This is Gourmet Garage. Garage is in Manhattan. It's also owned by Village ShopRite. as is Fairway. So we are in the process of negotiating the Gourmet Garage contract, and we will update you as we move along there. Food Bazaar wall to wall. I think I saw some Food Bazaar folks here a little earlier. We had a proposal meeting a couple months ago, which was very well attended. We had 2 meetings, one in Brooklyn, one here, because of the way where the stores are set up. That's we felt that would be the best way to reach folks for their proposal meeting. Those folks had been wanting to let their voices be heard for a few years since the acquisition of I guess some former Fairway stores that Food Bazaar bought also. So we're still ongoing with those negotiations. We're supposed to have a session today, but it was postponed due to some issues with the company in New Jersey. But we're scheduled to get back together at the table on Monday, December 22nd. So we're hoping for some Christmas presents there, as Rob said. Contracts for Christmas, right? We'll take that. IGA Amagansett, we're going back and forth negotiating that contract. We recently had a conversation with the employer representative, and we have a tentative date scheduled for the end of next week to get back together again via Zoom. We have an active committee there at this store out in Amagansett. For those of you who don't know where Amagansett is, the town right before you hit Montauk, the end. It's Amagansett. So if you're ever going out to Montauk, you go out there, make sure you stop at the IGA in Amagansett. I know sometimes we have some folks from Amagansett watching because it's out there by Montauk, so they typically watch via YouTube Live. So hopefully if you're watching, shout out to you folks, and thank you for everything that you're doing so far. And we will get through this contract and hopefully before the end of the year. And thank you for your help there. Their attorney is not happy that the workers are involved in actually having a say in their contract. So I'm having a little bit of fun with that part. So moving on to 2026, we have a bunch of ShopRite contracts that are expiring. So 2026 is going to be a very big ShopRite year. We did Stop and Shop this year. That's our largest employer, and followed by the Wakefern companies. We have Glass Gardens. We actually have 2 CBAs with Glass Gardens. We have Mannix Glasses in Brooklyn and Queens. Mannix is on Staten Island. We have SRS up in Westchester, Putnam, and Dutchess counties. And we have Village ShopRite CBA, not to be confused with Village Fairway, not to be confused with Village Gourmet Glot.
Gourmet Garage, not Gourmet Glot.
Gourmet Garage, thank you. Maybe they might. Anyway, you never know. So I'm ahead of my time. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, Rob. Gourmet Garage, owned by Village ShopRite. So that is towards the end of next year, along with Bonadonna ShopRite, which is out in Suffolk County. So a lot of bargaining going to be happening leading up to the summertime. So the springtime is going to be prep work. We're going to look to hit these negotiations early to hopefully have it settled before the expirations. Okay, so you've got several of them expiring in July and August, and then a couple of them expiring at the end of the year in December. Just we're gonna be getting committees together. We're gonna get proposal meetings together somewhere late winter, early spring, and get all of our ducks in a row and get ready to approach the companies early on with those. So we'll update you there. We have a bunch of other bargaining happening with a couple of our coffee shops that we've recently, or not so recently, organized, and we're moving forward slowly there, but we're moving forward, and they're all on the agenda, and we're going to keep going. As I said, bargaining never ends. So once we finish one, then it's on to the other. And then when 2026 is over, not that I'm trying to rush through the entire next year, then we're looking at 2027. We start talking about King Cullen and a couple other companies again. So, yay. But we're gonna continue to move forward. So we'll update you as we go. I just wanna, before I end, give a quick shout out. It's an unfortunate shout out to Shade Smalls of Fairway 185. Recently lost her brother. I didn't want to say it earlier, a moment of silence, because she wasn't going to be on YouTube live watching that. So thoughts and prayers to Shade. And also a more upbeat shout out. Luz Guadalupe is our brand new Fairway shop steward. So thank you for. We always like when members step up to be shop stewards, because that we need that constant growth, that constant interest. So appreciate that. Thank you. And again, thank you, Neil, for your participation in Fairway bargaining. Couldn't have gotten that done without you folks. No. Thank you.
You started to clap for yourself?
Yeah. Yay, me.
Anybody who wears a teddy bear suit to a union meeting can clap for themselves.
Not everyone saw your tail, so make sure you show it to everyone.
Oh my.
Some people are passing. I'm seeing hands going.
Okay, so that's my report for now. I'm gonna pass it over to our Secretary Treasurer, Ali Wadi, to address you. Ali.
Thank you. I did not wear a costume with the little tail or whatever it is that you're wearing, so much power to you. I want to just cover a couple of things first. Hello, welcome. Thank you for being here. We know the holidays are upon us and everyone's busy. It's raining outside, it's cold, and we really appreciate your attendance. We're bringing something back that we haven't had in a long time. So Breakfast with Santa this coming weekend. Don't forget, if you signed up, if you didn't sign up, please talk to Paul, because he might not let you in the room. But
Costume for that too.
you do. All right. Well, the other thing too, and thank you to our friend from Wells Fargo, he reminded me, our scholarship deadline is at the end of the year. So please pay attention to those notices. We struggle to get people to fill out applications so that we can give them money. I really don't understand that, but if you all can explain it to me, that would be amazing. If anyone's interested, please talk to your representatives, make sure that you're getting that information. It's actually very important. We have members that have become attorneys that are very successful, that have even, they addressed the group during our scholarship breakfast because they felt so compelled that the union was the reason why they were able to accomplish this. So I would say that we're actually humbled, but definitely contributing to people being more successful in life. So please take advantage of these opportunities as well. One of my responsibilities is to address you all and let you know when we have some changes that happen to our staff. I don't think we have all of our new staff in the room. Let's see. We have one new organizer. I see him. Stephen Aragon, please come up.
Speech time, Stephen.
So we like to do this, and if you haven't been in the room, what we do, all you have to do is wave and say hello. We're not going to put you on the spot today, but we do want people to get familiar with our staff. Stephen is new with us, full-time on staff, but to let you know, Stephen has been working with us for quite a bit of time to assist us in his former life. He was a coffee worker, and he has been informing coffee workers on what the better path is to a better life, and that would be with the union. So thank you and welcome. You can stay up here. I would also like to call up our newest representative in training, Patrick Shields. Come up, Pat.
It's speech time, Pat. I'm just kidding. Come in.
No speech.
Come behind me so we can see you on YouTube Live. The whole world can see you guys.
We just like
There's
to
a delay.
introduce you to everyone, and this way, you know, when they see you in the shops, they know exactly what you guys are doing there. Pat comes from a long line of retail, grocery history. He was formerly a 342 member, so we do welcome him. And we know that he's going to use all of his knowledge and his know-how to help our members. So thank you for being here. Do a little clap. I don't want to limit you guys. If you do want to say something, you're more than welcome. You don't have to.
I didn't prepare a speech, but super nice to meet everybody. If I haven't met you yet, it's been a great time being here.
Thank you, Steve.
Thanks,
Excellent.
Steve.
No pressure.
Hello, everybody. Happy holidays to all. I want to thank Local 1500 for giving me the opportunity to work with them. I'm looking forward to working with everybody, and I can't wait to get started.
That's what you call a Joe Waddy special. He's like, hey, you two, come up here and say something. Surprise.
The last person that we'll call, and she certainly does not have to give a speech, Joe. We have made an addition to our executive board. And this person is not a newcomer to our union. She actually attends most meetings. It doesn't matter if it's raining, if it's thundering outside, if it's snowing. She'll come with, she actually commutes with public transportation. So Lillian, do you want to come up and just give a little wave?
Right here on the side of Pat.
Lillian Ruiz is our newest executive board member. Her title is vice president. She is a rank and file person. She does get to sit through all of the meetings that we discussed during the beginning of our program. She will be sitting through that, making decisions for the membership, and we're really happy and proud to have her. Thank you.
Thank you, folks.
Thank you all.
Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So as we kind of get into a different conversation, right? These are the new people that are now representing us. Some folks come with a lot of experience with the markets that, you know, obviously we've represented, even if they were not under our banner. They're under the same type of conditions that I think everyone in the room endures. We're trying to grow. We're trying to change, right? And something that I remember from the beginning of my career was there was a slogan, preserving our past while building our future. And it's something that I wrote about in our last newspaper. It hasn't hit yet, but it will soon. And while I look at all of the additions and the new people that are coming in, I feel like we're all kind of taking some place in that history that we're building. You know, I'm looking around and there are so many people in the room, whether you sat on the Fairway Committee, or you sat on a King Cullen Committee, or you sat on a Stop and Shop Committee, or you're going to sit on a future committee. It's really important that your voices are heard and that you are all representing not just yourselves. And I know that if you've sat on a committee, you know how hard it is to talk about somebody else getting an increase, and perhaps that won't hit your pocket. But that's the kind of union that we are. That's the kind of family that we are, where we have to continue to build the things that will change the future for so many people to come. If we don't start to look around and protect the things that will come and maybe be taken away from us, then who will, right? We talk about this all the time. It's sad to see Jay go. I too will not, I will try not to get, emotional about it, or I'm happy for you. But I think with a lot of that replacing new people, we have to start thinking about who's replacing the folks that come into this room. We do this thing every single, or every time we have this meeting every 4 months, where we think about who will be in the room, what are the topics. There's a lot of preparation that comes in mind before we step into this room. It doesn't just happen. I'm sure you can imagine that. A lot of what we are talking about is a product that is for you. But we also need your feedback. We need your information. We need your involvement. Jay mentioned that during his speech, that he would like to see more involvement. And it's something that, you know, we've had some younger folks come through and start to build some of the, I think, we'll call it the arsenal that will protect this union. I want to see that in 2026. I want to see that as a little bit of a challenge, and not a beat up to the folks that are here, because you are the ones that hold this union together. You come to the meetings every single time that we call on you. But I saw something pretty remarkable when I started the meeting. I mentioned speaking very loudly at a meeting, and everyone was remarking about that. And it was because I think that I was really energized. I saw a meeting with a room where it was kind of like the clown meeting. Chairs were coming out of everywhere, and people were coming in and sitting down and sitting down. And I was very intrigued to see that there was almost like it didn't stop. It went all the way to the end, right? And I had the honor of being there. Rob was at another meeting, and unfortunately he wasn't there. But that's the kind of showing that I want us to have. That's the kind of face that I want the companies to see. It's not because our members don't care that they don't come to meetings. I talk to them all the time. They're online right now watching us. I know that they care. I know that they're concerned. What I see right now is there's a lot of division, right? And whether you, especially when you look in this room, it makes me feel really good about what I'm about to say. There's a lot of division in the world where folks are talking about things on two very extreme ends. And a lot of times we get very caught up in that noise that's happening. But it really hurts us. I'll say the everyday people. The folks that are doing all the talking, they're doing okay. They're not worried about their bills, not worried about how minimum wage will impact them. They're making a lot of declarations and demands and maybe suggestions on things that they think are the solution. I have and I always will feel that the union is the only answer to fixing these problems. And I want you to challenge your fellow coworkers to really try and understand what it is that this package is. I think our folks are growing. I think the union membership is growing. I think even this whole track with the coffee workers is changing. Something that I really want to share with you is that sometimes in bargaining with the coffee workers, they care more about what someone else is getting than they do about themselves. And it's something that I want that to become contagious. I want us to use the divide and conquer that's happening in politics right now to our advantage, to succeed for our members, to make sure that if we have a rally, if we need you, which we promise you, we will be going back to lobbying and going to, maybe not Washington, but we'll be going to Albany. We'll be talking to politicians, and maybe we'll be doing it locally in your areas where you live, because you have a big voice there. You are the votes. And we need to make sure that these people know that changing minimum wage isn't changing anything. That hikes up prices, and it doesn't always come up to a conclusion where the answer is affordability. I know that's a really funny word right now, and there's a lot of, talk about it, right? But one thing that I know, and I want to leave you with thinking about, doesn't matter which side of the aisle you care about, the one thing that is guaranteed is that politicians want your votes, right? And they want your votes because they're going to tell you that they want better housing for you, they want more affordable everything, groceries, even electric bills, healthcare, all of the things that your union can bring to you. And we need to turn back the time and preserve our history by doing the things that we used to do. And that's going to be by showing our face everywhere we go. I want to just close and thank you by saying I'm really impressed and thankful for everything that you do. I want to see you next year. I want to sit next to Jill during bargaining. I want to hear everything that everyone has to say, and I look forward to it. Support your union, support each other, and God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ally. We're going to pass it over to President Newell for his State of the Union address.
Not that I need to move the microphone, but look, I want to just, good evening. Pretty crappy night out there, so it's definitely extra appreciated for those of you that braved the weather to come out here today. If you were paying attention, we're trying to give you some different looks, some different perspectives, some different folks to hear from, different viewpoints from our partners as both inside the UFCW and partners that we work with outside the union, outside the international union, to provide benefits and services to all of our members. So one of the things that we discussed at the Board of Trustees meeting this past Tuesday, forgive me if I'm fidgeting around, I'm still kind of recovering from my shoulder surgery over here, so I said it goes numb and then I got to move it. I'm not having a stroke, don't stress. But one of the things we discussed is those of you that have any medical coverage through the union under Anthem, that would be our special part-timers, our ACA part-timers, and our full-time workforce. Anthem provides an app that you can have on your phone called Sydney. We are, without question, still on the lower side of total utilization for Sydney amongst our workforce. However, for the first time, I think, in this rep from Anthem's career, the majority of the folks that are on using Sydney are not using it on a mobile app. They're not using it on a phone. They're not using it on an iPad. They're using it on a browser, which means they're sitting home and they're on a computer. And he was kind of set back about it. And he said, well, there's additional demographics later. It's probably a mistake. And then he found out that our average Sydney user is between 50 and 65 years old. Now, if you think about how technology tends to work, especially in our workforce, typically the younger the population skews, the more utilization of the technology there is, and clearly it would be on our phones, not on a PC or a laptop. But our population, as is typically the case, never ever falls into the norm. So we still have a less than, I'll call it less than acceptable number of folks using the Sydney app. If you have those benefits, I encourage you, go on the website, download the app on your phone, or go to the App Store. I just sounded like I was 100. Go to the App Store, download the Sydney app, log in. Everything that you need, Sydney will actually help guide you towards a lot of the things that we've been discussing over the last year. It will remind you when you haven't done your preventative services. If you're above a certain age and you don't have a claim, it will remind you that the time has come to set up your colonoscopy. It will remind you that it's time to set up your mammogram. These are all things that we've been preaching from this table and at the Shop Steward seminar for over a year. At the board meeting, we finally saw for the first time, for the first 9 months of 2025, remember, all the information we get is almost a full quarter behind. So the first 3 quarters of 2025 versus the first 3 quarters of 2024, there were actually upticks of between 4 and 12% in all categories for people going and pursuing their preventative care. It's great. Any step in that direction is a great step to take. But when you're still 15 to 30 points below what the industry average is, I ain't throwing any parties. So I want to congratulate and I want to commend those that started down that path, but I need to continue to strongly encourage the rest of you. If you wait until you have a problem to go and see a doctor, many of you are going to have waited one day too long. I have a very good friend of mine who I'm not going to name from a HIPAA perspective, but he's known by a lot of people in this room right now. 60 years old, had a stroke. If his friend did not take the action he took and his wife didn't take the action she took, I wouldn't have a friend anymore. I would have a memory. He had no idea, zero clue that he was a time bomb. 95% carotid artery blockage. Wow. He was able to get to a facility after the stroke started. They hit him with meds immediately. Within minutes, the stroke symptoms were being reversed. he's got a long path before anybody's going to say he's happily recovered. But he can walk that path because he's not dead. For those of you who don't think going to a doctor is a good idea, young or old, gay or straight, black or white, rich or poor, you are one breath away from being done. If you have the benefits provided by this union and don't use them, you're playing Russian roulette with your life. And quite honestly, there's no excuse for it. From our perspective in the board meetings, we look at these things and we try to determine why 55 to 60% of all of our medical spend is spent on high-cost claims. Simply put, 100 claims will be the equivalent of what 3,500 people used all year. Not 100 people's claims for the year, 100 claims will cost as much as 3,500 people's yearly claims. That's unsustainable. It's something that needs to change. Emergencies are always going to happen, but ignoring symptoms, ignoring opportunities to go and get things diagnosed at an early age, those are things that can't be accepted anymore. They just can't. For us to continue to maintain the level of benefits we have, which, by the way, we spent more than we brought in again the first 3 quarters of 2025 versus 2024. But because we have a solid amount of reserves, our investment dollars have offset the losses. So even though we overspent by $2.3 million, we're still plus 3.2 at the end of the third quarter. We won't know what that all shakes out to until probably late February, early March of next year. But at the end of the day, we do everything we can to negotiate the best contracts in totality for our membership. Allie and Joe go to the table. I've already given them what we need to sustain the pension, the welfare, the annuity, the legal service fund. Every dollar we negotiate in those categories is a dollar less that you can get in your paycheck. And I don't want people to misunderstand what I'm saying. If we manage our benefits better, our costs will go down or stay the same, which means there's more money to grab in wages. All due respect, you can pay yourself by using your medical benefits. You can pay yourself by being healthier. There'll be a slight uptick early because there'll be more visits going to the doctor, but $112 or $150 for a doctor visit where everything is good is better than a $1.2 million hospitalization claim every single day. And I will harp on this until the day I resign as your president and plan manager of the welfare fund. It's something that needs to happen. We have not found a vendor that we are comfortable yet to partner with. So that's the reason you haven't gotten the nasty grams from me saying, hey, if you don't do these things, your cost of benefits is going to increase. And if you do these things, nothing changes for you. The only reason you haven't gotten those letters is because we haven't found as a board a vendor that can do it in a way where we think it's going to work. It's preposterous for me to argue that we can't print a piece of paper and bring it to a doctor's office and have them sign it. But I believe that won't be a functional solution to make that change. We're trying to find a way for this to be done digitally so that the little bit of disturbance is reduced even further, so that we can get more buy-in, that we can actually generate a healthier, safer workforce and reduce the welfare cost. That's what we try to do here every single day. It's not about reducing benefits. It's about getting better benefits or more benefits at the same or lower cost so that we can negotiate the best wages in the industry. I know in many cases in this room, I'm preaching to the choir. But I can guarantee, based on a couple of the quick lookaways when I made eye contact, there are a few in here who haven't seen a doctor since Carter was president. And not president of this union, but president of the union. So those that are on Sydney, keep using it. Those that aren't, look into it. It's not mandatory, but I guarantee you it'll help. It'll give you that little nudge. It'll send you that little reminder. Many times that's the difference. Obviously, things that remind us too much get muted, right? How many of us have text groups on our phone? We're like, silence. Don't mute your health care. Don't mute taking care of your family. Because if something happens to you, who's going to take care of your family? That's my soapbox moment for the day. I promise I won't do it any further.
I'd just like to add something to that.
Sure.
Okay, the reason why I'm standing today is because I've just been through a big procedure for vascular issues. Because of Blue Cross Blue Shield Anthem, I am here today and I'm able to stand here talking to you. One of the things that really covers us is Northwell Health, okay? The hospitals, from wound care to procedures, to sonograms, to everything, to vascular. And most of it is because of my 38 years of working this job, okay? So the other thing besides, I've never heard of this, Sydney, but the other thing that I use a lot is also their.
The health portal.
Right, the health portal, which gives you not only all your, everything you've ever done through your medical stuff, but also exactly what you're talking about, which is what you also need to do going further.
The biggest difference between a Sydney app through Anthem and a portal at Northwell or the LIJ networks and things like that is they're going to remind you because they want you to stay in their network for those claims. They don't want to lose your medical business, where the Sydney app is indescript. It's just reminding you. It's not trying to direct you to one of a specific provider. It's just trying to get you to a provider. So I don't discourage you using any of the healthcare systems portals, but I don't think you should choose to use that and not use Sydney, because Sydney will give you options that a single healthcare group's portal will not. But I agree with you. Having that medical history is not a benefit many of us had growing up. I appreciate that, Al. So I'll shift. Let's do some good news. Our pension fund is across the $1 billion mark for the first time in its history. There was $1,058 million as of the end of the third quarter, 2025. Right now, as of close of business Monday, the fund was up 15.2% for the year. Last year, we had a plus 11. And a lot of times people really confuse how we invest the pension fund money with what they see on TV. They watch that little bottom crawl and they see, the NASDAQ's up 34%. Well, your pension money is not invested in index funds. A percentage of it is, but it's hedged. It's invested in just about every investment class and investment category it can be, so that we have a very low risk reward portfolio. What that means is taking on the least amount of risk to gain the highest amount of reward. Everything looks great when things are going great. And the moment it's not, you're the schmuck that did it. When it's great, nobody calls you and says, man, you're a genius. But the second it goes sideways, you're a dog. So I encourage those of you who don't think we invest the pension fund aggressive enough to just rewind 2 weeks ago when the market lost 2,000 points in 6 days. In a fund like ours with just over $1 billion, that would have equated to $200 million. I don't want to tell you how long it takes to make $200 million. But at a 15.2% earnings, we're going to pick up somewhere in the ballpark of 141 million in additional capital. 32 million has already been spent on benefits. Remember, the amount of companies that bought out of the pension fund mean there are less contributions that come in on a monthly basis. But the number of checks we write goes up every month. Where's Mo? She's in here someplace. This just beaten woman in the second row, Monique, is our lone standing pension clerk right now, and her entire day is helping people fill out their pensions, getting them processed, updating them with what could be any one of 100 different changes, modifications, upticks. It's a never-ending process. So the number of people we write pension checks to infinitely increases. Even with the few that pass away, you look in the back of the newspaper, every time we submit one, you see all the pensioners that have passed. If you look at that column comparative to the new pensioned column, they don't match. The live new pensioners outpace the deceased pensioners probably 5-1, maybe more. So understand, this pension fund is highly reliant on investment returns. Our assumption is 7%. Getting a 15.2 year directly following an 11 point, I think it was 1.3 year, is spectacular for us. But we are one bad year away from that being erased. When your assumption is 7% and you miss, you don't miss by, if it was a -3, you didn't miss by 3 points, you missed by 10. Because -3 and the 7 that you assumed is 10. Most people don't ever really assume that. Oh, it's only 3 points, that's not that bad. Well, we presume every year we're gonna make 7. So it's a difficult process. It's an arduous process. We have a very good investment manager right now who has, since inception, continually beat all of the market indexes, and that's what we want. We want the ability to make sure we protect the investment capital while growing the fund so that we can continue to pay benefits long after the last employer withdraws from the fund. We have not had a withdrawal from the fund in the last 12 months. I fully anticipated with the 11% increase last year that we would have had at least one try to get out because their withdrawal liability number comes down. We didn't. If we finish the year at plus 15, I assume we're going to have a couple employers knocking on the door that look to buy out of the pension fund. Remember, any employer that's in the pension fund right now who agrees to pay 100%, 100 cents on a dollar, what the actuary says, and agrees to go into the annuity fund and do what every other withdrawn employer can do, they're going to pay the bill, they're out. What that means is everybody's pension would freeze at that point and you would jump to the annuity fund. It's what Stop and Shop did, it's what Mandel did, Pickwick did, and a host of other employers. Scutoro, looking right at you, brother. Good to see you. And there'll be others in the years that come. But the bottom line is once we're able to get all the assets necessary to secure those pension payments long after I'm gone and long after my kids are retired, that's what our job is. That's what our responsibility is. It's not just about today. It's about people 25 years from now that haven't even started their job yet. When they retire, the benefits need to be there, the monies need to be there. So we had a great year so far. A couple weeks left to dodge any type of disaster, but when push comes to shove, it's good to be the plan manager in a year like this year. It makes you feel like you're finally getting one back for the good guys, because there's nothing you can do about it. You just take a big loss like 2022. Outside the funds, we've discussed multiple times, and I'm going to be very short and very cryptic for many, many legal reasons. But our new friends at Uncle Giuseppe's have not exactly rolled out the red carpet. I'm not surprised by that. I can tell you that their desire to not do any business with Local 1500 and 342 has been expressly stated. I've been thrown out of better places than Uncle Giuseppe's, so I'm not really concerned about how they feel at the present moment. But I can tell you that it's going to be a longer and a more difficult process than I think either side really believes currently. But we're not walking away. We ain't going anywhere. So stay tuned for more Uncle Giuseppe's news in the future. But as of right now, I don't have anything to report, positive or negative, other than the fact that they're not too fond of me. Oh, well. I'll give them a list of people who also have the same feelings. Did we do these two? No?
No.
Okay. It's interesting because we don't often get to announce new store openings, especially new big store openings. But Mannix ShopRite opened an old Pathmark, which then became a Superfresh after the A&P bankruptcy on Greaves Lane in Staten Island. Opened this big, brand new, beautiful ShopRite. And then if you watch the news, there was an unfortunate incident where an employee allegedly lit the paper aisle on fire the day before Thanksgiving.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I would say that's a good word for it. It's kind of hard to determine why people do some of the things they do. Thank God nobody was hurt. The property damage was mitigated. The store was closed for just over a day. A lot of our members were responsible for that store getting back open. They worked, real hard, real fast to get the cleanup done, get the damaged product out of the building, get the water cleaned up, get the smell of a fire out of the building. But that's not something anybody wants to have happen in their place of work. Certainly not around the holidays. It just takes things and makes them significantly more difficult for us. We watched this store get run into the ground from the owner that had it most recently before Mannix. and it was a shame. And when Mannix finally did sign the lease with the landlord, I think we were all really relieved that the store was going to get brought back to life. And shortly after opening, to see it get lit on fire is just not what anybody wants to see. So, as I said, we kind of dodged what could have been a really terrible situation there, but we're really happy to welcome probably over 200 new members at that Mannix store to the local 1500 family. At some point in the latter part of 26, I believe, I'm hoping it doesn't broach over into 2027. Glass Gardens is going to open their store down in the old Sears building, which I think they've knocked down and they're renovating in Green Acres Mall. And Orange Sarah fresh grocer store that was supposed to open in, I think originally was November or October. They've had some issues with Con Ed and different utility problems. They are now back on track, I think, for, where's David Bridgelow, January?
Yeah, they're looking at January.
Okay, so hopefully we can get that store online. The Fresh Grocer concept is another banner in the Wakefern and the ShopRite Corporation. It's not ShopRite size, it's a much smaller banner store, a much smaller number of SKUs. But if it's successful, which we think it may be, it could be something that starts to pop up throughout the 5 boroughs. It will more than likely be focused in high traffic, even potentially lower side income areas in some of the city neighborhoods. They can do a lot of good really quickly in those stores. They've had success in New Jersey. The last thing I want to report on is our soon-to-be mayor in New York City and his plan to try to run city-owned supermarkets. We met with the mayor's people in October with some folks from the International Union, as well as some of our sibling unions in the UFCW and the RWDSU. We have explained to the mayor's people why this is something that will not work and why a public-private partnership with an existing employer who is responsible and already has constituents and stores in the city provides the city the best opportunity to provide cheaper groceries at the right price without having to try to figure out how to run a supermarket. Those of you that live in the city know as well as I do, there aren't very many things the city does well now, assuming they're going to figure out how to display and sell perishables at wholesale costs is pretty ridiculous. A number of cities across the country have tried to do it already. Chicago, they've tried to do it and failed. They tried to do it out northwest. It failed. A public-private partnership with one of our employers is something we could get behind. It's something that would potentially benefit not only the constituents in that area, but our members. It would create additional promotional opportunities. It would create additional opportunities for income and reduced operating costs for some of our employers in some of these more difficult to operate areas. That to us is a win across the board. It may not exactly be the headline that the new mayor is looking for, but in every circumstance, if you can find a way that doesn't agitate or antagonize one of your biggest supporters, and Labor is one of the biggest supporters of Zohran Mamdani. Obviously, we did not come out in support of him, but he can't do things that thumb his nose at everybody in the city who's been there for 80 years. And that's how long we've been doing business in the city of New York. So we're hopeful that we can continue to keep an open dialogue. We're hopeful that because it's his name, right? But I'm not negotiating with Zohran. Quite frankly, we have people that are significantly more intelligent and more versed in this type of things than I am from our international union, who meet with all of us, get all of our points together, and then coupled with their research and their knowledge, they present to a team that works for the mayor. In this particular case, I think we're still a little ways away from them being able to do anything, positive or negative, in that space, but it's not something we're going to wait. We have to be in front of it. We have to make sure that if this is going to go down, it goes down in a manner that's going to accomplish providing lower prices, because we don't want the mayor to miss his desire, right? His desire can work, and it can still benefit our members, benefit our union, and not have a significant impact on the grocery industry. And if we're able to do that, perhaps he would get our endorsement next go around. If we're not, I assure you we'll be endorsing someone that runs against him again. So we'll see what happens. We'll report on it again, I'm sure, at the March, if not March, June meeting. But that's really all I wanted to talk about as it relates to that. To go back to what Joe said earlier about our number of ShopRite contracts expiring, in our executive board meeting this evening, I got a letter from Wakefern. And this name will probably ring a couple of your bells. The new Vice President of Labor Relations for Wakefern Food Corp is a gentleman by the name of Rob Franson. For my old Pathmark folks, I don't know if you remember him. When A&P took over Pathmark, they brought in some outside folks, and Rob Franson was one of the people that led their HR and labor relations teams. He's now the new Vice President of Labor Relations for Wakefern, which means he'll be involved in all of those bargaining sessions with all of those ShopRite companies next year. I reached out to reconnect with him. I had a good working relationship with him. I was a field director and he was the HR director at the time. I am hopeful that if he is the same individual he was when he worked for Pathmark, that there'll at least be somebody open and honest on the other side of the table. That means that we don't have to worry about people lying and creating bullshit. The person that was in that position before, absolutely untrustworthy. No way in the world would we have been able to bargain with them in good faith. So we were happy that he left, and I'm equally as happy at the moment that Rob Franson is the new Vice President of Labor Relations at Wakefern. So time will tell. I have every reason to believe that it should be a more positive relationship the way it was in the past prior to someone else leaving that position. So I leave you with something that I'm going to write in my, well, actually I did write already, in my article for the December paper, which, how close are we?
Done.
All right, you should be getting it soon. We know the last paper was late. This paper will be on time. This is the time of year when you got to take an extra couple seconds and you got to not just look at yourself in the mirror, you got to look at the people around you. You know, the holidays are exciting for those that have and horrifically depressing for those that don't. You never know how close the person working next to you or that customer standing in your aisle is to a break or a breakdown. You never know how close they are to just feeling like they have no choice. If you're working next to somebody and you don't know, ask, how you doing? Is there anything I can do for you? I don't think anybody in this room is independently wealthy. I don't think anybody in this room's got money they can just start doling out, and it's not about that. It's just about care. Ask that question. Spend that minute. Listen if they have something they have to get off their chest. Every one of us in this room has been there at some point or another, and some of us are lucky and blessed to have family and friends that'll listen when we have to get it off. Others don't. This is a union. By the definition, that means everyone is responsible for everyone else. We have 11 or 12 union representatives and service reps. They are not enough to handle 15,000 people. These are folks you work next to every single day. Whether it was for the last 30 days or the last 30 years, you know each other a hell of a lot better than we do. If you know there's someone in need, don't wait, pick up a phone and reach out. We're not going to try to do something we're not qualified to do, but we have membership assistance programs. We have access to local elected officials. We have access to veterans programs. We have access to substance abuse programs. There is very little that we can't at least try to connect somebody to help them out during this time. We want everyone to have the healthiest and the happiest holiday season, but there is nothing worse than a tragedy during the holidays. We've seen enough of it. This year has seen enough of it, and God willing, everyone in our union will have a happy and a healthy holiday season. From my family to yours, pay it forward. If you feel like you got it good, try to have somebody else have it good for 1 minute. That minute could change the trajectory of their life. Okay? I know my folks have been writing down any questions, if there have been any that come in on the Q&A, but I can tell you that my two friends here have a sizable stack of Visa or MasterCard?
Masters.
MasterCard gift cards to be given out. Those of you that probably haven't been here since last December, I know why you're back this December. There's quite a few $1,000s in gift cards. It's not just the what used to be $25 to $50 Stop and Shop gift cards as well. I can tell you we all light on Stop and Shop gift cards, so if there are more than 5 winners in the room, we'll take your information, we'll get it to you in the next day or so, because we got to go pick up a couple extra Stop and Shop gift cards. In my infinite wisdom, raising it from 25 to 50, we didn't think we needed to immediately reorder more to cover the increase we put in at the last meeting. So your secretary-treasurer reminded me impolitely before the meeting started, and I argued with her that she was wrong until the whisperer over here, he corrected me. What do you got, Slim? You know I look good. Said nobody ever. Doesn't he look like a Ninja Turtle?
Oh, no.
Come on, Donatello. Come on. We love you, Iz. We love you, bro. Big love, big love. All right, so here's the general membership questions. Wow, whose handwriting is this? Whose handwriting is this? Is it yours? Damn, you got better penmanship than you got hairstyle, that's for sure. All right, let's go. Donna Steinmetz. It is the holiday spirit, bro. Donna Steinmetz, Stop and Shop 564. How do you contact Union Plus? Did they leave? Where
No,
are
they're
they?
there, they're there.
All right, what did we, can you make sure you get some information to my two media guys here so we can put it out tomorrow?
I want to plug Nick and Tariq, especially Nick, because the reason Union Plus is here is because he was harassing me.
All right, so Donna, they'll be, watch our socials tomorrow. We'll get something out on how you can contact Union Plus directly. Hillary Friedman, Wild by Nature 203. Is there a website for the Women's Network?
I believe there is.
I believe there is. Who has 203, Wild by Nature? So who has it now? You. That's great. Steve Ziner. Steve Ziner will get you that information tomorrow, Hillary. You know how to get a hold of Hillary? I'll figure it out. Attaboy. See? See how quick? He's quick. Sandy Bracco. Hey, Sandy, how you doing? Stop and Shop 522. Are we able to get literature on Union Plus to hang in the break room? Yes, we can absolutely do that. 522. Is that Des or Vilma? Des, make sure you take some information with you. Go see Sandy. Danny Augustine, King Cohen 17. Couldn't wait to get that new store number out there, huh, Danny? What benefits are we entitled to at age 65? Danny, that's not a general membership question. That's a call the medical department, talk to Michelle Sefcik, or, well, even you can even bother Monique a little bit in the pension department. And any way to get retirement benefits mailed to us, they can get some information and get it mailed out to you. That's no problem, Danny. And welcome back. I hope Katie's doing well. Merry Christmas. Jackie McInnes, ShopRite 278. I'm still fairly new at being a shop steward. Thank you very much for trying. And still learning. Is there such a thing as a training class for shop stewards? Yes, every single year we do a shop steward seminar. You will be notified well in advance of when the 2026 shop steward seminar is. Last year we did it in October, or did we do it in May? May? We did it in May. So if you were made after May, that would be why you weren't at the last one. But we do them every year, once a year, and you'll get notified. 278 is who? That's Ralph Molione. He will explain it to you. Deb Athens, Dance Supreme number 12. It would not be a general membership meeting without you, Deb. Welcome. Do you have any idea how much the pension checks will go up? Mine went up $13.50 in April of this year. I retired April of 2024. Deb, I think you are potentially an RMD active working, so you need to call Monique and she'll go over it with you. That's definitely not a question I can answer sitting here at the table.
She doesn't have anything to do.
I mean, she's not busy at all.
She's just waiting.
Yes.
Okay. Enzo Arona, Blank Street 29. Why not broker a deal to have union employees staff the store? The whole city can't shop at one grocery store. I don't think it's I guess that may be a viable threat to UFCW employers at other stores. It's a lot deeper than that, Enzo. I believe the last time I saw you, we did speak about this a little bit. It's not just about the UFCW workers working in the store. It's about the fact that having a single store in each borough actually creates a competitive disadvantage for the city, and it would mean the city would have to create additional subsidy. If these stores were part of a network of stores based on ordering, delivery, and advertising dollars, they could do significantly better as part of a larger network. Again, this is all, questions we'd be better off suited one-on-one, but the goal here is to try to reduce the amount that city constituents, because let's face it, that's where the city would get the subsidy money from city taxes. So we can't overly tax people because the city wants to do something that doesn't necessarily work the way it could as if it was a larger system. Yes, obviously we want UFCW employees in the store, but rewriting the Magna Carta is not always the best way to proceed. And I know that you're a big Zoran guy, so I'm not really surprised by that question. Feel free to give me a call if you want to talk about it further. I'm glad to discuss it with you. Any questions from anyone in the room? Yes, ma'am.
Hi, my name is Monique. I'm from store 2480 Foodway.
Okay.
So I heard you guys speaking about the contracts and expire and stuff like that, but I didn't hear anything about Foodway.
Foodway's on a 1-year extension. That I know for certain. If you, I mean, again, not to air too much of your ownership's business, but I'm sure you know there was some pretty significant medical issues amongst the ownership.
Okay.
So you kind of can't force something that's not available, and that's why we did a 1-year extension to kind of get over that hump. I'm sure that Juan or Gina will give you a little bit more detail on that right after the meeting, okay? I appreciate the question. Anybody else? All right, then I'm gonna leave you in the faithful hands of the Raffle Twins. I wanna wish everybody a happy and healthy holiday season, and good luck in the raffle. If you don't win, it's their fault, not mine, because I don't pick them.
Wow.
All right, go get them. Who gets this?
All right, let's rock and
for
roll.
Desmond.
This is what? This is in-house
Des?
only? Okay.
Yeah,
Des. You gotta make sure you deliver that one.
with a video. So you gotta connect with him, okay?
How many, this is in-house only, how many we wanna do here? Thanks,
Good night.
Jag. Safe home. Thank you for everything. How many in-house only you wanna do?
So we have, 1 second.
That's all right, thank you. Yeah. In-house? Together. Yeah, I'm good with that. All right, who's picking Desmond?
Desmond.
Pick the first one, please. Yeah, just
Listen up, people.
All right, here we go.
Who wants $500? Oh, okay. All right. I heard that.
all right, you ready? Kathy Hauser. Stop and Shop 541.
$500?
$500.
$500. That's okay. Take your time. Take your
It'll
time.
be worth the trip.
Oh, and no,
No, not that kind of trip.
Please, please,
Congratulations. Thank you very much.
please, please.
Double check the back, okay? Make sure it's 5.
Yeah, make sure it's 500.
Wait, before you call it, we're gonna do a $100 card.
$100.
$100 goes to Florentina Candiati. Coming up, Florentina.
Florentina Candiati.
$100.
Hey, hello.
So it's 2.
It's 100. This is for Florentina.
Yes.
Hi, Florentina.
$100.
Congratulations.
Please pick one. Don't look. Close your. Thank you.
This one is gonna be $250.
250. 250. Rosa Monteza. Stop and Shop 256. Oh, that's a lucky row. Rosa Monteza.
This is $250?
Yeah.
250. Congratulations. $250. Please pick one.
We'll do another $100.
$100 goes to Frankie Palumbo. Frankie, $100. The 100?
Yeah. For $250, please.
How much you doing? You got YouTube lives in there, or is this all?
No, this is all.
No, not yet.
All right. Don't mess with us.
This is what?
$250.
$250 goes to Caesar. The $250 goes to Caesar Oropesa. Caesar Oropesa. Congratulations, $250 and please pay.
We're gonna do 100.
100? 100? Where's the five?
100.
Okay, $100 goes to 10 Yeoman. 10. Stop and Shop 546.
That's a new winner.
That's a new
That's the
winner.
first time winner.
Let's do
Hey.
another 5.
Beginner's luck.
Oh my God.
Congratulations. Just pick one, please.
When you get like Rich, you're like, yeah.
This is for $500.
Just say Rich Nelson, Kim Cullen number 8.
Anne Marie Griffin.
Anne Marie.
All those years paid off, right? And
One,
we'll
two.
do another 250.
Reach for the one with the gum on it.
$250 goes to Phil Zollinger. Where's Phil? There he
Now we gotta
is.
integrate.
$250, right?
We gotta integrate.
Okay.
We're going now.
Good to see you. All right, now we're mixing
A lot of cash, yo.
We're mixing them in. We are mixing in.
Do I pick it or no?
Yeah, I need you to pick it. Well, let me just look at the YouTube live, folks, man. That's a brick. That's a brick right there.
We're doing 100.
Mix it up. Mix it up. Mixing it up. Mixing it up.
Okay.
Oops. Let's throw that one back in there. All right. $100 you said?
Yeah.
Pick one, please.
This is $100.
This is in house. Layla Ikzar. Hey, you right? Whoosh. That was what? That was 100, right?
$100.
$100. How are you?
Good.
Didn't even see you. I don't see anybody in the beginning of the meeting. It's just a blur. Just dig in there. Don't look. This is how much?
Let's do another $100.
$100 goes to, our first YouTube Live winner, Rosalinda Larado Ninamak. Stop and Shop 2565.
That's you?
That's, yeah. That's this. That one goes with that one.
That one goes with that. Please write the
Gina,
name on
come
that.
on up. Come on up, Gina.
Come on, Gina.
Come on, Gina. Give us 2565. You're winning like
Ali, I didn't
crazy
hear you.
here. Like dig in there. Don't look.
Just write it. Yeah, write it on the card.
Lori Barbie, SRS 206. All right, we're going upstate now. David, come on. Give me some luck.
Come on, David.
How much is this?
100. It's on the card.
Don't look. Don't look. Oh, in-house, bro. This is what? How much? $100 goes to Kathy Weisenberger. Where are you, Kathy? There you are. Just watch you step over there.
Okay.
Please. That's for you. And big one.
Yes, please.
Big in. All right. Whoa, in-house is really.
Wow.
This is 250. This is what this
Yeah.
is. 250 goes to Nicole Amorosa.
She left. She left.
So what do we do?
Give it to her.
All right.
Give it to her.
Change the rules now.
No,
Oh.
listen. I'm gonna say this to you. There ain't no way Joe and Nicole Amorosa are getting a host. I ain't getting a visit from the ghost of Christmas past.
All right.
Doesn't.
250.
Don't look.
Ray's like, I'm telling you.
I'm telling him right now.
But I get $50.
YouTube Live, Tammy
There's like
Brennan.
200.
Tammy Brennan, Stop and Shop 517. $100. Jeffrey, come on. Bring some luck over here. George's up next. $100 goes to YouTube Live, Glenda Ibanez, Mandel 890. George. Dig in there. Don't look. Thank you. In-house. This is $100. Efren Perez, where are you at, Efren? Oh, this is fun. Got that?
Moving down the road.
Congratulations.
Well, you're so
What do we got?
aggressive.
The last one? No, last 500.
Yeah, you gotta do drum roll. or
Drum roll
something.
for
$500.
Yeah,
yeah. Dig in there. Don't look.
come on.
It's a YouTube live.
Oh.
Tabitha Martinez, ShopRite 289.
Well, you made Tabitha very happy.
You guys don't get happy for the YouTube Live
Yeah,
people.
yeah, you still got to clap for
All
those
right,
folks,
we
you know
still
what I mean?
have,
all right.
because we increased the amount, we have 10 $50 cards. Physically, we only have 5.
Correct.
Okay. So,
We have 10 cards, but they're only $25 each. so-
Yeah.
Right, right.
so
So we're picking 10 winners, right?
10
10
winners.
winners.
Okay. Izzy, come on.
I saw it.
Let's see those sticky
Put it
fingers.
down. Put it down. Come on! Come on, bro. It's like twins.
Somebody get him a headband.
Oh my God.
YouTube Live, Katia Garcia, Focal Pass 78, Food Bazaar 78. Come on, Des, come on back.
Okay?
What do we got? Oh, we're doing 10.
50s. Oh, just write the number. We'll replace it for that person.
Thank you.
That way I can.
Don't go too far. Donna Zirbez Steinmetz, she just asked a question, didn't
That's
she?
right.
Stop and Shop 564.
We have 2? Okay.
Oh, in-house. Stop and Shop gift card goes to Yvette Hicken. Foodway, 2480.
This person's not here.
No, it's
That's YouTube Live.
the ones that are written on the back like that are YouTube Live.
Thank you, Mr. Wiley.
Paul's first meeting.
You're welcome. Gift card for you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Oh, yes, and thank you.
At least she's
You know
paying
better than I am. Oh, thank you. In-house again, Ray Scott. Ray.
See, Ray, if you weren't so fast, you could have been like, you won a $50 gift card.
She's my best
I
friend.
won a
I could
$200.
never do that to her.
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you, Ray.
All right.
Hello, Ray.
All
Good to
right.
see you.
All
Don't
right.
look at
No looky, Ray, no
Don't look.
looky.
Oh, shit. Okay. Up, it's blank.
No, it's not.
No,
Oh.
you're
It's a
good.
YouTube Liver.
Oh, okay.
Jalen Guadalupe. VSM at 186. Oh, shit.
Well,
Okay.
that's easy enough. You save the delivery fee.
Yeah. Tariq, come over here. Come on.
Thank
Good
you.
meeting going on.
I'll
bro.
pick it.
Yeah.
What do we got?
I think we have 5 more. We only did 5 so far, right, of those?
I'm still behind with the other ones. I'm not even up there.
Okay.
Dan Carney, Stop and Shop 540, YouTube Live. Dan Carney. Got some winners.
Give it to me.
Oops.
Pulling 2,
Going to.
Okay.
maybe 3. 2.
are
So two more.
in-house. Jasmine Perez. And Lorraine Young. Lorraine Young. Hi, Jasmine.
Izzy's girlfriend just sent him that.
Lorraine Young.
She immediately screen capped it.
Okay, that's Lorraine Young.
God, I love her too now. This is the best.
All right, so we'll that's a her. So we just need two more, right?
Okay. Right. You say so. This is Jasmine. She won before. All right. Two more.
Yeah.
Rob, you want to pick the final two winners?
Show enough. All right, hang on. Here's one.
This is one. Oh. Onassis watching on YouTube live. Onassis from Food Bazaar 78.
And Kathleen Glass, Stop and Shop, 541.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
And
Congrats.
that's it, right?
That's
Oh, I
it.
see your name on the comments all the
All
time.
the time. Always positive, thank you.
She sold us the cards, the MasterCard.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's it?
So she wanted to win.
That's a wrap, y'all.
I just want to say that before we close, this is Allie's birthday week, so everyone wish Allie a happy birthday. She's going to be 30 on Friday.
Thanks, yeah. 30 plus.
All right. We're good to go? Motion to adjourn?
Yeah.
Take a motion and a second to adjourn. We'll do Ray Marrero and
Peter Hoffman.
Peter Hoffman. Okay.
All in favor? Opposed? Have a great night. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Happy
Happy
holidays.
holidays.